I think we're out. This thing is giving me a massive headache. Holy cow. Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christine and I do mostly makeup videos, but some fashion and lifestyle videos as well. Whatever I'm feeling like doing in the moment. Today we are going to talk about a really cool Halloween palette that has come out by a very affordable brand that I would hope most of you could get your hands on. It is called The Web of Eyes by Profusion. It's a big old palette. It does not have a mirror. Kind of opens like a book. And it has a protective cover on it. The only reason I'm keeping that is because they put the shade names on the protective cover. And I would like to keep the shade names, although the protective cover is kind of a pain. But isn't that gorgeous? 36 shades for $12.98. That's right, $12.98, $13. I've used Profusion palettes. I've been using them for a long time, and I've always been really impressed with the quality of their shadows. Excuse me. A very dry mouth today. So we're going to see today if their Halloween collection is the same. They do have a few other pieces. They didn't have them at my Walmart, but I did notice some different ones on Profusion's website. So if you wanted to check out profusioncosmetics.com, there are a few other pieces from the collection. Some smaller eye palettes. They had some eyeliners, some liquid lips, I believe, and some glitter. We are going to check this out and see how it goes. It's kind of a difficult palette to work with because you almost have to fold it in half to get that plastic sheet to stay down and out of your way. Alright, I already have the rest of my makeup on except for lips and eyes, so if you'd like to know any of the other things that I've used on my face today, go ahead and check the description box. It's always listed there, and I link everything that I can link. Today I used the NYX Professional Makeup. It is a white base for my eyes because I thought I would be using some pretty vibrant colors, and I thought the white base would probably do best with that, so that's what I'm using today. I do always use an eye primer. I know a lot of people don't, and I know a lot of people just use concealer, but I prefer the eye base. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You could do so many different looks with this palette, and today I think I'm feeling kind of I really am drawn to the reds in this palette. I want to see if they come out as red as they look in the pan, so I think we're going to start off with that side of the web, this whole. It's kind of neat how it is set up because you could do, you know, a look with just these two rows or just these two rows. I mean, it's really, in that way it's set up kind of simply. I think we're going to do these two, kind of focus on them in the kind of red zone. There are a few pressed glitters in the palette. They are really pretty. They do feel dry though, so you'd want to use a glitter base. Something like, I have ABH's glitter adhesive. Comes in a nice little bottle with a brush. That one's a really good one. So for the shimmers and the mattes though, we're going to just go straight up with a dry brush, and I'm going to start with the lighter shades. Seem to be towards the center of the palette, so we're going to go in with the lightest shade in that red section, and it seems to be called Destination. Again, you're going to hear that crinkling from the palette. I'm really sorry. I have to keep bending over the plastic part with the names on it. That's what you're hearing. So this is a Morphe M441. Just a nice fluffy brush. We're going to take that shade and put it right in the crease. It's coming off as almost coral or peachy colored at first. We'll see how much we can build that up. Like I said, as of late, the Profusion palettes that I've been using have been really great. So I have high hopes for this one. This isn't necessarily a total fall palette or a total Halloween palette. It's more of a rainbow palette. It has just about every color you can imagine in it. So as long as you don't care that it looks like a spider web, then you can use it all year long. I wouldn't care. I dig spooky things. not just at Halloween anyway. This one I actually picked up at Walmart. They had it in store. Really, it was the packaging. The packaging got me right off the bat. And perhaps though, if it had not been Profusion's brand, I may not have picked it up. I'm not sure. But like I said, I've really been enjoying the Profusion eyeshadows, so I thought it would be a pretty safe bet that it would work out. And so far so good. This shade is blending beautifully. It's going on easily. It's showing up. It's buildable. You can layer it up and it looks good. And the pigment is starting to show. It's not that deep of a color in the pan either, so I wasn't expecting, you know, red. This isn't the red color that I hope to get to. Now, I wear colorful looks anytime I want. I just really like playing with color. But this might make a really cool, maybe a vampire look, if you stuck to all the red and black. There is not a black in this palette. There's also not a white in this palette. So there are some deep, deep colors, but you'd have to reach into something else to lighten or darken the shades because white or black in the palette. This one is, it looks absolutely stunning red in the pan, and it is called Hectic. Hectic. So I'm taking that bright red, and there's pigment on the brush. So let's see. I'm going to do kind of a pat with this one. A pat and then blend. That's pretty red. I also probably won't be able to tell you tonight whether or not any of these stain, because I will be wearing it for the rest of the evening, and if I think about it, I'll hop on later to let you know. If you check out my Instagram, when the photo goes live for this look, I will put a little caption in there about whether or not it's stained or I had any problems getting it off of my eye. It's bright red. I like it. There's also a red glitter, and I think I'm going to be using that as well. What I am surprised about is that there aren't any colors that I would consider like an inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight. Of course, you can always go back to your highlighting palette that you used and add that in. So it's not like a deal breaker for me. I'm just surprised that they didn't. Would have been nice to have like a really nice light shimmer maybe in the center of the palette. That red is probably the most red I've used, especially out of a drugstore palette. It is still a tad bit pink. It's not true red on the eye. Maybe if I didn't have it on top of the lighter color, I'm not sure. I'm going to take that about halfway over on the lid just to see what it'll look like. It's very pretty. It's not as red as I was hoping, but maybe with the red glitter that comes with the palette, I think that will really add to it. So we will use some glitter glue. Put some of that red glitter on top. Let's see how that looks. I'd like to go around and just kind of blend those edges some more. You don't want to blend around the red very much because you're going to blend it into a pink, which is not what I want. I'd like it to stay red. And I'd also like to bring it up a little more on this corner into more of a cat eye effect. I mean, if you're going to go full red on your face, might as well do it right. Now, what do I want to put on the lid? Some of the shimmers are not very, like there isn't a shimmery red. There's a gold that's really pretty. That one is called Glory. It's in the center and the kind of yellowy orange part. So let's see what that looks like on the lid. This is just using my finger because it's an awesome tool for your shimmers. You can also try a dry brush or a wet brush to see if that comes out. It's a pretty gold. It almost has kind of a pinky reddish shift in it, it looks like to me. So I think it looks really good alongside the red. You'll have to excuse my fingernails. I don't have any. It's most likely due to my autoimmune disease, and I had on a set of nails but I had to take them off. So now we just have my natural nails, which really don't exist very much. Let's try, just for kicks, a shorter, denser brush and see if we can pack on color to add to this. Here, need a small brush. Give me a small brush. Here we go. Nice flat one. M224. It's a nice flat brush. Let's see if we can take that red and really build it up on the lid. Or if this is as dark as we are going to get. I honestly don't think that it's going to build any darker, unfortunately. I think that is about the intensity of the red that we're going to get. And unfortunately to me it looks more pink than red. Again, I will remind you that this entire palette was $12.98. So I think it did really well for what it is. I think I would still, there was a little fallout from the gold, not terrible, but the rest of the shades did great. There was no real fallout from that. And I think we're going to go ahead and try some glitter glue and see what we can make of this red glitter. The only problem that I'm having right now is that also because it's shaped like a spider web, the innermost part of it is very tiny. So I actually had a hard time getting my fingers in there to get any of the inner colors. Like the red glitter is tiny, super tiny. So I'm trying to find a brush that's small enough that will fit in there and pick us up some glitter. So I'd have a hard time even getting my finger in there. We'll probably have to keep our eyes open for a little bit. I mean closed for a little bit so that we don't knock all the glitter off. Here we go. Nice flat brush. This is the M124 from Morphe. I'm going to pick that up best we can and just kind of tap it onto the lid. Very pretty. It is adhering to the glue really well. Very loose in the pan though. Probably going to have a mess. You can't wear glitter without making a mess. You're going to have glitter somewhere on you at some point, and probably all over the palette. That's just the nature of glitter. So take it or leave it. That is how glitter works. It washes off, it cleans up, and that glitter's really pretty. That adds a little something something, especially if you're going to a party and you'll be, you know, with candlelight and spookiness. I do not believe that I have a red eyeliner, so we're gonna have to go with black. It would have been cool if we did, but I don't. This one's really neat, and I haven't used this for a while. This is from Blackheart. It's sold in Hot Topic stores, and it's really neat. It looks like obviously a quill and an inkwell. It has a nice brush on it, very thin, very precise. I should probably shake it up a little bit because I haven't used it for a while. I'm gonna do a thin liner, and maybe we'll attempt a wing. I stink at making wings, but I'm willing to give it a try. So I may want to fast forward through this part because it really does take me a long time, and I have to lean over to my mirror quite a bit, so fast forwarding might be a good idea. I hold my breath the entire time I do that, I swear. And still some of it, it's okay. If I keep trying to fix it, it will inevitably look even worse. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to let it go. We're going to put on some black eyeliner, if I can find my...
1 hour later.
My favorite is the Profusion eyeliner from Urban Decay. Look how tiny mine is now. So we're going to be using that in the waterline. If you want to see more looks using this palette, comment down below and I will do my best to accommodate you with that. Let's see. Still need to do the lower lash line. This is an M506. It's just a nice short little brush. I'm going to use the same colors that we used to do the top, and we're just going to smudge it out under the eye. So first that peachy color, and then we'll add in the red. Still have a little bit of the gold fallout on my cheek. I did powder before we started though, so hopefully it will just wipe away with a fluffy powder brush. Okay, let's pick up that red, and start adding that. Just like the top, you kind of need to build it up a little bit. Like I said, that's not any kind of a deal breaker for me. I don't mind that. It is working. We have pigment. Now, for Halloween, if you were doing obviously a vampire or I don't know, creature this could come out to be, but you could add lots of things to it. I mean, you can add more dramatic wings. You could add a lot more glitter. If I were doing it for a Halloween party, I might take a little bit of that glitter and try adding it to the wings. See how that looks? I'll try and get a nice small pencil brush for that.
1 hour later.
This one, let's try this one. It's pretty dense, it's pretty hard. So let's pick up some more of that red glitter on the tip of the brush. Don't get too much because you don't want to gob it on. And then I'm just going to kind of lay it right onto that wing. I mean, it doesn't have to be precise. If you get a few pieces of glitter, you know, around the wing, I don't think anybody's going to critique you. I'm trying to get it mostly on the wing itself. And that may not be something that picks up on camera really well, but I can see it. It looks cool. Very sparkly, not detracting from the rest of the eye look, I don't think. The hardest part is trying to get some on that little tiny tip. We could add even more glitter up to the wing, a little bit in the crease so you can see it a little better. Anyway, like I said, you can go crazy with the liner and the wings. That would make it look more spooky. We also need to add some mascara, so we're going to do that. I'm going to curl my lashes first. Now, this is kind of a newish mascara to me. It's called So Fierce by Revlon. The packaging is really cool. I like the black and red, and I like it. It seems to be a really good mascara. It's got a very, very flimsy wand so that you're not, you know, accidentally poking yourself in the eyeball and knocking your eyes out. This kind of a wand, brush head, does a really good job of separating your lashes. It makes the lashes very full. I don't think it does as much for the length as some of my other ones. It's good. I like it. So I've got a few of mine that I need to throw away. I hate throwing away mascara that's not all gone. Then again, nobody wants to get an eye infection, so it's important to follow those guidelines and throw out the makeup when it's past its date. Now, also, you could do a very, very bright lip with this, especially, you know, like I said, it's for Halloween. No holds barred. Nobody's going to tell you what to do on Halloween. So you could do a very bright red lip or even a black lip. I'm going to add a little more to my waterline and kind of smudge it out a bit. Smudge it closer to the lashes. I need a brush. Come here. I like to get that smudged down a little further. Is it just me, or do any of you have a problem keeping your eyeliner here on the inner corner? I put it on and I go back and 2 seconds later it's gone. Maybe it's because my eyes water too much. I'm not really sure. I like the smudgy effect better. It just looks a little more messy and ghoulish. So you could do a really bright red lip or a black lip. I'm gonna go for something nude. Sorry folks, maybe next time. But today I've chosen Milani's Understatement lip liner. I've really been enjoying these. I bought 2 the other day, kind of brownish shades, and they're really nice. This one is, what is the shade on this? Hello, Desert Rose. They have really nice packaging. It's retractable. They're very creamy, very nice. Profusion also has lip products. I like their lip liners. Let's see if I can find one. The lip liners are great. Don't have a problem with those, but I don't even see them in here. Their liquid lips are really drying, at least the last time I tried them. I did not like it. So I'm not using a Profusion lip product today. This one is by e.l.f. It's one of their Seriously Satin lipsticks. This one is in Cider. They have a cute clear packaging. Really pretty, just a neutral kind of brownie color. I've really been enjoying these e.l.f. lipsticks, and they're only a couple of dollars at Walmart. Again, easily accessible and really affordable. And they work good. That's what we like to hear. Okay, I'm going to put a gloss on top of that. This is Milani's Keep It Full. This isn't anything new. The shade is Nude Shimmer. It has a nice big doe foot. They smell really good. This one's kind of a nude with a gold shimmer in it. Why does my lipstick look like a toddler put it on? I would normally use a setting spray. Today I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Shake and Glow Dew Mist. This is a nice setting spray. It works very well. It has a nice mister. It feels good. The scent isn't too strong. Sometimes they're so strong. So, did you like my little horns? Can't see them very good today. So, that is the finished look. I hope you like it. I like it. I would just wear it to Walmart, but that's just me. But excuse me. So if you would like me to have some more looks using the Profusion Web of Eyes palette, let me know in the comments down below and I'll see what I can do. I do have quite a few Halloween palettes to get through this year. There's been a lot of releases, most of them by indie brands, and I really love supporting smaller companies, so I'm going to be doing looks with those very soon. Also, stay tuned on my Instagram because I do a makeup look almost every day. Almost every day. Usually one day a week I will take off and not do my makeup, but usually that is Saturday or Sunday. So, if you don't follow me over there, please do. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, why? It's hurtful. It hurts my feelings. I would love it if you subscribed and you shared. That would be great. And comment, please. I love reading comments from people. I think that's about it, though, for our look for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please come back and spend some time with me again. Become part of our little fam here. And I will see you in my next video.